Sansar is in flux. It's continuously moving. The movement itself signifies that there is a state of imperfection that is the starting point, and the movement is taking place to go from that state of imperfection to the state of perfection. Whatever methods are being used, what directions are taken, what consequences are felt, what gains are gained, and losses are lost, it doesn't matter. One thing is for sure. The movement is there because of state of imperfections. If everything was perfect, reached to an absolute state, there would not be any movement necessary. So the world is moving all the time. And it signifies a state of imperfections in everybody, everything. The nature itself is continuously moving. So movement is possible because of the inner urja that is exploding from within, just like the galaxies are being pushed away by the inner dark energy. That's what the language of science says. There is matter, there is dark matter, and there is dark energy that is pushing the galaxies away. The same urja is springing from within us, is the engine behind all these movements. On the path of spirituality, there is a pitfall that we have to be careful of. Experiences of samadhi are beautiful. The joy of samadhi tells you that you are on the right path. The peace that's coming within you also is telling you that you are on the right path. But when you start comparing yourself with the mistakes of other people, their attachments to the worldly objects, their fascination with arguments, fights, interactions of egos, anxiety, stress, grief. When you see those things, you feel helpless. And you feel sorry for them. But this exact feeling of sorriness for others in a very subtle way could be boosting your ego that I am on the right path and they are not. You haven't given up the duality yet, right and wrong. Who are you to decide? Every soul takes their own journey. What path may seem perfect for you may not be perfect for them, and vice versa. When you see the imperfections in others, It's a subtle way of ego to stay alive, that you are ahead of them, you are better than them, you are more spiritually advanced than they are. All those are dualities, and the dualities are telling you you are still occupied in the world of duality, the samsara, condemning others, putting others down. All those things, even having a pity for them, all those are subtle ways for the ego to be alive. You have to go beyond that. If you want to reach to the world of singularity, everything that is happening in the world has to be looked at objectively, without putting your ideas or your beliefs onto others, is a mistake. To call others imperfect is the ego's way of calling itself perfect. So this is the pitfall we have to stay away from. No one is perfect in this world, and everybody is taking their different paths. When your inner state reaches to a state where all the imperfections are accepted as a perfect method cut out, designed for individual soul to reach to their perfections, even if that involves making mistakes for them, getting involved with the objects of pleasures or all the other sufferings of life, whether they learn from it or not. But those experiences for them are necessary for them to advance further down the road on the spiritual path. So everything that is happening in this world is perfect. Even the destruction of the world is the generator for the creation. So when people suffer, they get destroyed. That destruction is a valuable experience for their souls to realize their mistakes and move on to the higher path of perfection. So all the sufferings, all the mistakes of the people who are making these mistakes, to call it the mistakes is a mistake by itself. There is nothing happening without reason in this world. Each soul requiring different experiences seeks their own path, and paths are designed for rewarding the movement towards samadhi, and they are designed to punish the souls which are running away from samadhi state. And all these things are happening with the universal laws of consciousness, which you have nothing to do with it. The universal consciousness is operating on a grand scale, when we try to call others imperfect, it shows our own imperfection also, that we are differentiating the perfection to imperfection. Our goal should not be condemning others, finding faults in others, but just be an observer of everything and stay in a continuous connection with our own soul, where there is nothing but peace and joy. So realize your mistakes, accept everything as perfectly okay. Then only your own path can lead you to perfection, to the absolute state where everything is perfect. Have a good day.